Hello students, welcome to the next part of our class 10 plus 1 physics. Today we are going to discuss about methods of measurement, some direct and indirect method of measurements for the larger distances. First we start with the indirect method of the large distance measurements. First is the triangulation method for height of an accessible object. Accessible object, for example a pole or a tree or the height of a building, all these are known as the accessible object. Here for example, let AB is our accessible object, which may be a tree or maybe a pole of height h. We want to determine this height. In order to determine the height using the triangulation method, what we do, we stand at a certain distance x away from the foot of the accessible object, suppose at the point C. Let foot of the object B and point of observation C are separated by a distance x. B and C are joined by a line which is known as the reference line. So by standing at the C, we take a look at the top of the object and we measure its angle of elevation, that is theta. So here we have a right angle triangle ABC in which AB is equal to h, perpendicular, base is equal to x. So in this right angle triangle, if we find the value of tan theta, which is AB over BC, which becomes equal to h by x, so h becomes equal to x into tan theta. So when we want to find out the height of an accessible object, we just need to measure the angle of elevation of the top of the object by standing at a certain known distance away from the foot of the object. So using this simple equation h equal to x tan theta, we can measure the height of the accessible object. But this method is not suitable for measurement of the height of the inaccessible objects. Inaccessible objects, for example, when we want to measure the height of when we want to find out the height of a mountain, then the method is not suitable. Reason, the foot of the object is not well defined. So when pole or a tree is there, the distance BC can be known with high accuracy. But in case of the mountain, because foot is not well defined, so the distance x cannot be measured with great accuracy. So we have to make certain changes in the method of measurement in order to find out the height. So for that case, we have triangulation method for the measurement of the height of an inaccessible object. So here we have AB, an object of inaccessible height h. In order to measure the height of the object, what we do, we stand at a certain distance C, at a certain point C, at a distance x away from the object, and from this point we measure the angle of elevation of the object, suppose it will be equal to theta 2. So in this case, if angle of elevation is theta 2, again ABC is a right angle triangle. So in this right angle triangle, tan theta 2 is equal to AB by BC, which is equal to h by x, which we can write down cot theta 2 equal to x by h, because reciprocal of tan is cotangent. Now we move further away from the point C to the point D by a certain known distance small d. So by shifting our measurement point of observation to a certain other point away from the foot of the object at point D, we again measure its angle of elevation, let it be equal to theta 1. So in that case, in right angle triangle ABD, we have tan theta 1 equal to AB by BD, which can be written as AB divided by BD is equal to BC plus CD, BC plus CD. So it becomes equal to h over x plus d. Again, if we take the reciprocal, cot theta 1 becomes equal to x plus d over h. So if we subtract the two equations, cot theta 1 minus cot theta 2 becomes equal to x plus d over h minus x by h, because base is common, h is common, so we have x plus d minus x over h, x get cancelled, cot theta 1 minus cot theta 2 becomes equal to d by h, which we can simply write as h, height of the inaccessible object, is equal to d divided by cot theta 1 minus cot theta 2. Earlier we have seen that for an accessible object this distance is known with great accuracy, but for inaccessible object this distance is not with the great accuracy, so this distance must not appear in the equation. That's why when we take the measurement of angle of elevation theta 1 and theta 2, we measure cot theta 2 and cot theta 1, we subtract the two equations so that x is removed from the equation and only d and h are left in the equation.